Good evening, welcome to the show this evening. Thank you ever so much for coming. Thank you ever so much. Thank you. Now we're going to begin the night by doing exactly what this show advertises. Basically defying the norm, defying logic, and in this example, defying gravity. Now we're about to do something quite magical. And I'm just going to sum the show up by doing one thing. Here we go. Begin tonight by telling you a factual piece of information. I know this is a magic show, but I'd like to also add in some informative things. Now this is going to be quite interesting. I'd like to share this. You can share it with others once I've told you about it. But what this is combs and phones. Now you may be thinking, combs and phones? I've never compared combs and phones before. How can I? Now combs and phones are similar in the sense that through the years, they've got smaller. They've got smaller. Now, if you all remember the first mobile phones, or seen them in a movie, sort of an old movie, they're huge, big mobile phone with big antennae on top. Massive. Now, combs are like that as well back in the day. Back in the day. Now, you should all know a modern day phone, quite small, compact, easy to carry around with you, light. Well, here's a modern day comb. Light, compact, easy to carry around as well. Multiple colours. Just like modern day phones. Now, if we were to go 17 years back, it was 2000 and nothing. Now, phones with those Nokias, the Nokia bricks with the legendary Snake games on them, and the green screens, we all remember that. Now here's a 17-year-old comb. Slightly bigger, a bit more boring, just, yeah, a bit less practical really, in this comparison. Right there. Now let's go 200 years back. Mobile phones obviously weren't around then. Combs. How do you imagine combs to be? Wooden, perhaps? No, they're in fact like this. Maybe not plastic. Comparison. So there you go. Glad I shared that. That's pretty much that. Good piece of information. Now, the next thing I want to show you is this. After I've given these out. Just to hold the suspense. Now, here's a few envelopes. What these are, they're predictions. Now, they're going to come alive during the evening. We're going to see them come alive. And seemingly impossible things happen. So what I'm going to do is just pass these out. Would anyone just mind holding onto an envelope? I just need someone to grab onto an envelope. You can grab onto one, so thank you very much indeed. Just for fun. Doesn't matter too much. They just need to be held onto, looked after, put it in your pocket, whatever you want to do, and we'll bring them up later on in the show. Now back to this. This is the Victorian die box. Now what this holds is dice. You can hold up to 2. Now this one, the Victorian one, and then what they would have done is stored them inside here. Now you've got the 2 doors on the front, the 2 doors on the top, and 2 compartments. Now the Victorians, being entertaining as they were, would have vanished the die. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to take the die and just place it into the die box, like so. So they'd have done this for their guests to come and see, to come and enjoy. So here we go. So now the Rubik's Cube. This is the most popular puzzle ever produced in the entire world. Probably the most time-consuming puzzle in the entire world. Probably the most frustrating puzzle in the entire world. Now, how many of us have received these, bought them, given them as gifts, tried them, played around with them, put them on a shelf, like me, left it for a few years. Now, a Rubik's Cube, 43 quintillion combinations, which is strange for a 6-sided cube with so many different colours. Now, obviously, you can turn the pieces like so. We all know how Rubik's Cube works, all the multitude of combinations here, there and everywhere. Now this one is probably about 40, 50, 30 moves away from being solved. But what I'm going to do now is speed up time. We're going to do this very, very quickly. We're going to speed up the time it takes to solve the Rubik's Cube. So instead of it being 40, 30 moves away, we're literally going to take it down to being about 5 moves away. Or we can even take it down to being more such as, I would say, yeah, more like 3 moves away from being solved, like so. And then maybe even 1 move away from being solved, like so. So, on all sides. Now we're going to play a game, a quick game, a very famous game, mainly seen in sort of school playgrounds, or it's used to decide who's going to go first in something, who's going to have a bigger piece, and it uses the symbols, and it is rock, paper, scissors. And I'm only a volunteer. Is there a hand up there? We'd like to come up, sir. Thank you very much. So much. Very, very willing. First one here of the evening.
Yep.
Very great. What's your name, sir?
Stephen.
David, lovely to meet you. Thanks very much for coming up. Love to stand there. I'm now going to need another 2 volunteers also. Now, would you like to come up, sir? Thank you so much. Was that one at the back as well? Would you like to come up? Thank you very much to the front. Thank you so much. Very willing this evening. Thank you so much. Would you like to stand up here, sir? So we're just going to make a row facing the audience, basically. If you'd like to stand here at the end. Now, the next thing I'm going to do, forget your names.
Get it.
It's nice to meet you. Oh, hello. Here we have our volunteers. Now, I'm going to grab these hats. If you'd like to take that one forward, then you can just take that one behind you, and then one on in. And you can indeed, go ahead, wear them. You can put those on. Brilliant. So here we have the teams, the red team, the yellow team, and the blue team. Now I'm going to get the weapons of rock, paper, scissors. The rock, paper, and scissors. So, here's the paper for you, sir. Wouldn't mind taking that. I'm now going to get the scissors. Now the scissors are slightly bigger for visual effect. So there you go. Fantastic. And bear with me with this one. This one's slightly more difficult to get. Rock. I'm just going to place this down in front of you in a moment. There you go. You can take that for me. So what we need is one last person to play rock, paper, scissors. Now I'm going to grab this balloon. This is how I usually choose an audience member. Just select one at random. Just play this so it's fair and square. I'm just going to throw this over this side, whoever it lands on. Nice card. Thank you ever so much. Excellent. And so I'll applaud you next time. Ashley, thank you very much. You can just stand on the end, just over there. That'd be fantastic. Now, in a moment's time, I'm going to go into this corner and face away from the stage so I can't see what's happening. What I'm then going to say is, would you mind switching 2 of the weapons? So obviously we have rock, paper, scissors. Scissors beats paper because it cuts paper. Rock beats scissors because it blunts scissors. And paper beats rock because it covers rock. And does something, I don't know. Not sure what it does. So I'm going to face away and I'm going to say, please switch 2 of the weapons over. So either you switch the ends ones, or the middle ones, or whatever ones you like, but just as long as I don't know what they are. Cool, so just the weapons. We'll do the hats in a bit, but we'll start off with the weapons. Wonderful, thank you very much. Right, in the corner, can't see anything, what's going on? Please, would you switch over 2 of the weapons, please? So you can take the weapons out of the hands of others, and then switch them over. Fantastic. Is that done? Cool. Would you mind just calling out the name of 2 of the colours of the hats? So just 2 of the colours.
Red, yellow.
Red and yellow. I'm going to have to say yellow beats red.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Now we're going to do the same again. Please switch 2 weapons over for me. Thank you very much. Fantastic, is that done?
Yeah.
Now please call out 2 of the coloured hats once again, please.
Red, yellow.
Red and yellow, so the same again. This time though, red beats yellow, I believe. Now this time, please switch 2 of the hats over. Instead of the weapons, please switch 2 hats around. Fantastic. Now please call out 2 of the hat colours once again.
Yellow, blue.
Yellow and blue. Right, yellow and blue. That will mean that blue beats yellow. And then finally, last but not least, could you please switch round either 2 of the weapons or 2 of the hats, but don't tell me which one you switch round. Fantastic, is that done?
Yep.
Cool, I'll turn around now. You've done enough of those. So here's the combination. Here is the combination which we now have. Completely new, completely fair, completely random. You chose these. The hats have obviously moved around. See that? Weapons have moved around. Now, does someone in the audience have an envelope with the letter X on? Who, sir? Would you mind opening up that envelope and seeing what's inside? That would be absolutely fantastic. Thank you. Brilliant. Now you can unfold that piece of paper and you'll see on the top line a sentence. Now would you mind reading the top line of that? Perfect. Cool.
Yellow beats blue.
And then the next line, please.
Red beats yellow.
On the final line.
Blue beats red.
Amazing. Thank you very much for reading that. Thank you ever so much for coming up. Thank you for that. Amazing. Now we're going to do a card trick. We're going to do a good card trick. As magicians are known for doing the classic card trick. So what I'm going to do is just throw this out into the audience, anywhere that lands. Would you like to come up, madam? Thank you ever so much. Thank you very much indeed. Excellent. Thank you very much. What's your name?
I'm Joan.
Jeff. Thank you very much for coming. Now, deck of cards, 52 playing cards. I'm going to spread these out because they can be quite difficult to see from certain areas. So you're going to be the audience's eyes and ears. I'm going to spread these out on the table. Can you see that these are all different playing cards? Just there.
Yes.
All different. Cool. Take that over there. And the backs are all the same. Fantastic. I'm going to give them a few shuffles, and what we're going to do basically is the most basic of the basic of card tricks, and that is, I pick a card trick. Standard, the famous pick card trick. So in a minute I'm going to ask you just to take a card on the deck after I've shuffled them thoroughly. So, if you would mind, please point to any card that you see. Just point to the one that you like. That one right there.
Yes.
That one right there. That one. Amazing. Right, that one there. Please take that off the bottom of the deck, so I can't see what it is. Thank you very much. Now, have a look at that. Don't show the audience. Some people may have seen it, but that's okay. We're just trying to minimise who sees this. You've seen it. Majority of the audience haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. So now I want you to lock this in your mind. Now this is a very big moment because this is, very few people know what this is. Now I'm going to quickly grab my notepad. I'm going to read your mind. Plain and simple. Like this right now. So concentrating on your card. Is it ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Jack, Queen, King. Is it a red card? Is it a red card? No. So whatever you do, don't tell me what it is. Right, hold. I'm doing this, it's good. So, what is it? What is it? Doesn't know what it is now. What is it then? I'll read your mind. To intensify the mind reading, would you mind holding the card out in front of you, facing you, so then I can't see it. Now that's important. Hold that out in front of you. Now have a look at that and project it across to me. Now have a look at that vividly. And now close your eyes and think of it. Now you can open your eyes. I think it's coming to me now. Yes, it is. It's this. It's not the 5 at all, is it? Oh. Is it? 8 of clubs. It is. Ah. Thank you for that. There's a beginning and an end, just forget the middle part. Yes. That's okay. That was alright. Mind reading. Now I'm going to try again something different once again. And now we're going to be doing ESP. So, I'm going to need a volunteer here. Now, does anyone believe in psychic ability? It doesn't matter if you don't. Cool. I'm going to show this over this way this time. Into the audience. Now I just need someone to come up. One of you, I don't mind who would like to come up. Anyway, that's it. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming up. I'll grab the ESP cards. Fantastic. Thank you ever so much, guys. Thanks for bringing the balloon. Fantastic. Now, you may actually have a seat. I'll take a seat also. Fantastic. Now, this time don't tell me what your name is. That's important. This time round. So what we have here are ESP cards. Now these were invented in the United States in the 1930s at Duke University. And what they were invented for was to see if there's such thing as psychic ability. Psychic ability, telepathy, just to see if one person sitting on the side of the room can hold a card up, look at a symbol, this being the wavy lines, and then the person on the other side, seemingly, being able to find out what it is. So that's what we're going to do now. And what we have are the wavy lines, the cross, the square, the circle, and the star. Now, would you mind taking those cards, having a look at them, giving them a mix-up so that I don't know what order they're in or where each card is. And then I just want you to take out a card that you're most drawn to and place it face down on the table so that we can't see it. That'd be amazing. Now you can keep the rest of the cards hidden. And I'm going to try and read your mind right now. Now thinking of your card that you're most drawn to, send it over now using ESP. Right. So a lot of people tend to go at the same time, a lot of people don't tend to go with the star. Because it seems too obvious, because it's quite a big bold symbol, quite obvious, got the spotlights, star, big, ambitious, big symbol. Which could be what you've gone for, but then the second is always the cross, or the circle. This is interesting. Because journey is the cross. Journey, you're at a certain point in your life where you're making bigger decisions than you would usually, and you're at some point dilemma, cross. I'm going to say cross. Yeah. The journey is also wavy lines. No. I think for the first time this week, we've indeed gone for the big, the bold, the bright, the ambitious star. Turn it over. There we go. Now, thank you so much for that. Now we're going to try something different. Now, obviously I intentionally said, don't give your name, because we're going to try something slightly different. Now what we have here is a set of 4 of my business cards, plain on the back, business cards on the front. What I'm going to do is just turn over that top card, and what I'm going to just do is draw on there one of the symbols from the ESP deck. So anyone you like, don't let me see what it is. And then just underneath, you wouldn't mind writing your name to accompany that. Fantastic. In fact, I can go right away. I can go wherever. Just over here. Is that done? Okay, you can flip that card back over on top so we can't see what it is. Fantastic. Cool. Good?
Yep.
Perfect. Then place those down on the table, out of the way. Now what I need you to do, if you wouldn't mind, is just stand this side of the table so you're facing the audience, because we're going to try something very interesting with the ESP cards, with the ESP symbols, what you've just picked. So, take the pen out of the way. Your business cards. Now the first thing we're going to do is not the obvious. I'm not going to try and figure out what the card is. I'm going to place the card down onto the table, like so. And I need you to place your hand over the top of that card to hold it in place, your symbol. So this way, no one can steal it, no one can look at it, and it's secure. And it's also linked to you. Because it has your name, it's obviously going to be more personal, more sentimental to you than just a plain symbol. Hence the reason I asked you to put your name on it. Wonderful. Next thing I'm going to do is give you another card, and I'm going to place that under your hand also, if you wouldn't mind, just like so. Why is it upside down? Perfect, just like so. Now, what I need you to do, I'm going to turn around in a second, just mix those cards up, so that even you don't know what one is yours. And that's the idea. I'm going to go over here, somewhere, no matter what, that I can't see.
Done.
Done. Cool. Ready to come around? So that's done. Next thing, I'm going to add another one. So do you know which one's yours now? That's fair and square. You look fair and square? Good. Cool. This is strange. Cool. Let's try that again. Perfect. Your card. Actually, now I know. Now I know. That's okay. That's it. That's cool. We can try it. But just with a different symbol this time. Please place a different symbol on there, on the top. I'll look away. Kirsty? Yeah. Fantastic. Have you done that?
Yeah.
Please add someone you know's name. But not yours. Can be last name, but fantastic. Is that done?
Yeah.
Let's discard that one. If you'd like to give me those again, we're going to do exactly the same. Thank you very much. Now that's hidden. Out. Now what I need you to do is place your hand down. You're going to take that card, place that under. Please place your hand on top of that, flat, looking after that. And once again, just like so. Mix those up so I can't see what they are. Thank you. Brilliant. So one of these is yours. One of these three cards. Perfect. So now you can take another seat from. Take another seat. So you don't know which one is yours. But do you have an attachment to the symbol this time? Because it probably was the first time.
Possibly.
Possibly. Okay. Cool. Let's try this. So instead of you, I could use it. You have 1, 2, and 3. What number would you like?
One.
Number 1. Would you like to change 1? Number 1. Yep. Sure?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Number 1. Okay. Let's have a look what that was. Wavy lines. you very much. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming. Be safe, too. Thank you very much. What we need now is another volunteer who's good, the same as ESP, just to come up, but instead of doing ESP and mind reading, being good at mimicking and copying. So I'm going to throw this out now, over here, right out there, if someone would like to catch that and then come up. Fantastic. Good luck, Carl. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hi.
What is your name?
Jits.
Now, we have the 2 decks of cards. I may just point out 2 decks of cards. Now these, again, are just a random selection of cards, if you're happy with those. We have a blue deck this time and a red deck. Blue deck and a red deck. Now what deck would you like, first of all?
Blue deck.
Good choice. Because we haven't used the blue deck yet. What I need you to do is just take that for me. Have a look through those, give them a mix up even, you can give them a shuffle up, just to make sure they're all good, fair and square. Now we haven't used those yet, and it's the reason it's quite a good card. Now from this point onwards, I just need you to copy everything I do. But you can still breathe and blink at your own rate. Sorry. That's good, that's good. Remember that card.
Okay.
Now the card you took out this time, and you had a look at,
Yeah.
I need you to just take it out of that deck.
Okay.
Place it down on the table. I'm going to do the same. Now we're copying each other so intently right now, so constantly, you know, that we're doing things we didn't even realise we were doing at the same time, like taking a card out at the same time. Exactly the same. I'm trying to find the card I took out. Is that one right there? Now, so we were copying each other exactly.
Yeah.
Why don't you just pick up the card, continue to copy, face back towards the audience like this, and then turn around in 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much indeed. So I'd like to tell you something a bit different right now, and that is about the history of the wand. History of the wand. So, wands are just like homes and phones. They've got bigger as time goes by. In the past days. Now, here is a modern day wand. Light, compact, easy to carry around with you, the sort of wand I'd use, the sort of wand you see on TV. Nice. Now if we were to go 20 years back, wands were slightly bigger. Wands were slightly bigger. Here's a 20-year-old wand. A bit bigger. Comparison. Now if we go 20 years forward, into the future, there are places that are currently working on, scientific labs that are working on ones right now. And they're making them smaller, lighter, compact, and better. Now this is a 20 years time, nice, compact. This is sort of one, I'm looking at these, they're quite nice actually. Quite compact, light, probably get one myself. Now, if we were to go 200 years into the future, now they haven't really started working on these, but people have started sort of creating prototype concept art. This is just a little sculpture, a little idea of what they'll be like. Nice and small, really, really light and really compact. Good for multitasking. Comparison there. Now a wand from 200 years ago, you may be thinking will be huge. It is. Now this is a 200-year-old wand from a museum. I've been given it tonight, just lent it. Now a wand from 200 years ago. A little bit bigger. A bit bigger. Years ago. There we go. Comparison. There we go. Now, we're going to go and delve right into the art of escapology. And tonight, what I will be escaping from are these photographs. Are these shackles? These shackles. Solid shackles. Two locks. A male volunteer who's willing to come up and lock me in, if need be, and throw this out very quickly. Listen to the audience. Nice guys there, thank you so much, thank you. What is your name, son? Andrew, thank you so much for coming out. You can take those locks, have a look at those. They are just standard padlocks.
Yep.
Next thing, if you want to have any look at those, you can. It's just a literally solid chain, solid loop there. Nice and solid. Now, what first thing I need you to do, if you would, is take one of those padlocks off the table and just lock me in, basically. Thank you very much. You can go as tight as you like.
Yeah.
Could go a bit lower if you want to, just because that might be a tad loose. How's that feel? Oh yeah. Oh, I like my hand small, I can't get out of it. Okay. That's. Now if you wouldn't mind doing the same, just on the other side for me. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh. Ah. Oh.
That's not terrible.
No, sorry. A little bit tight, sorry. Amazing, thank you. Oh, yeah, that's better. Right. Yeah. Oh, great. Thank you. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you very much. You may take a seat. Take a seat. Those keys can stay there.
Okay.
Right away, in fact. So make it easier. Now, I'm not to hit anyone on the front row can have one of those if you like. Pull down on those, make sure they're solid locks. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Pretty secure, I'm thinking. So what I'm going to do in a moment's time is an escape. Now I usually use a stopwatch for this. So we'll start in a moment's time. Once I can source the stopwatch. Now if someone checks these, just make sure they're not tight. There's no way. There's no way getting out of these without a key. No way. Absolutely no way. So we'll start in a moment's time. Cool. So instead of a stopwatch, because I'm not sure where it is, we'll use just literally, yeah. No. No way out. We'll use the countdown, if possible, from 10. So 10, 9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Thanks a lot for being. Very good locks. Very good locks. So now. We're now going to do another. Now those of you that saw the flyer would have seen the Great Teleportation. Now that's exactly what we're going to do now, the Great Teleportation. I'm just going to grab the apparatus that we need. And that is this net and this box. This little metal box and this net and this handkerchief. Now this is what we're going to be teleporting. But first of all, I'll show you the apparatus. What we have here, a little blue bag. You can put it inside out. You can open the bottom up with a little zip. Go all the way out the other side, like so. This is a metal box, which is basically like a little cage with doors, so you can also put your hand all the way through, like so. And then finally, I've been waiting for this moment. The appearance cabinet. Now the appearance cabinet is what some will say is the pinnacle of the show. The highlight of their year. The box of the best. This. Now this is where our item will end up. Now first of all, may I just have someone in the front row just hang on to this for a second? Just for a moment, just hold on to that, thank you very much. Now, I'm going to ask you in a moment's time, just place it into this net, and then what we're going to do is make it fly above your heads. So if you just like to chuck that in there, if I was to say where is the handkerchief, you'll say in there, and you'll be correct. So now, we're going to make the handkerchief fly above your heads. It's now flying above your heads. It's invisible though, so you can't see it. Undo the lid, through. And of course, it is now at the halfway point. So this little metal box. So we'll shut that back in there. Now, I'm going to need a volunteer that's prepared to have their life changed by opening the box this evening. The amazing, the pinnacle, the finale of the show, the finale of the run, the end, the complete, just, yeah, the absolute epic point. Do you have a hand up, sir? Thank you so much. Thanks for coming out. Thank you. Now, if you wouldn't mind, could you please put your right hand up like this, like a teapot? Brilliant. I'm going to give you this box, and in a moment's time we're all going to say abracadabra together. If you'd like to hold on to that handle. Now here's the handle. I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, abracadabra. And then after I say abracadabra, if you wouldn't mind saying abracadabra, that'd be wonderful. And then all you need to do is pull that handle straight out, and a dove will fly out. Wonderful. So I'm going to go here. The 3, 2, 1, abracadabra.
Abracadabra.
And open the door.
It doesn't open so easily.
Oh, that's okay. It's sort of like a lock system, so if you just pull that handle directly out at the front, it always works. Yeah.
It should happen, or what?
Should get that.
Would you mind? Yeah. Would you mind just dragging that little table over forward a little bit, then have those bits just on the top?
What else to destroy?
Thank you very much. That's great. Thanks for volunteering. So the great teleportation. I don't want to leave you with that image of the end, of the finale. So we'll try something else. Now, if someone from the front, just closest, literally, it doesn't matter who, mind just taking this handkerchief off of this table. That'd be fantastic. Just take,
I'm not touching it.
that's absolutely fine. All you need to do is take the handkerchief off of that little table down here. Before you touch it. This little table down here. Sorry, there we go. Now, that little package there, you can pick up. Really fine. And then take out what's inside of the package. Worked. Thank you so much. You take a seat. Thank you. Now, that is the end of the show. Thank you ever so much for coming this evening. It's been an absolute privilege to perform to you this evening. It's been the final show tonight of the run, so let's try to go out with a bang. Sort of. But I hope you have a fantastic free. Ace of Clubs. Does anyone have an envelope with the letter Z on it? Yes, sir. Would you mind opening it up and seeing what's inside? Cross. No. Does anyone have an envelope with the letter Y on it? Have it. Fantastic. Is there nothing in there? Was it sealed? It was. Yeah, let's probably just say it's happened back. Yeah, that was my only chance to really redeem that. Shall we do it again? Shall we quickly do it again? Have we got time to do it again? What? Has anyone got time? Quickly.
8:05.
8:05. Ah, we'll run out of time. Not time. So no, thank you ever so much for coming this evening. It's been fantastic. Thanks for playing along. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for volunteering. Thanks for being here. Hope you have a fantastic Fringe, whether you've got here or you're leaving tomorrow, today. Fantastic, fantastic Fringes, fantastic festival. So many shows out there. Been privileged to perform for you. Thank you very much.